I'm Andrea Lucas, chair of the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Are you a white male who's experienced discrimination at work based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws. Contact the EEOC as soon as possible. Time limits are typically strict for filing a claim. The EEOC is the federal agency charged with enforcing federal anti-discrimination law against businesses and other private sector employers. The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all forms of race and sex discrimination, including against white male applicants and employees. Check out eeoc.gov to learn more and read our one-page explainer about DEI-related discrimination.
Hey, what's all wiggers can't read? Wigger?
We're in the wrong hood.
We didn't know.
Man, this isn't fair. You're gonna treat us different because of our skin?
Hell yeah! Milk monkey!
Yeah, mayonnaise warrior. Y'all can't read?
Yeah, you paper-skinned comeback animals.
Hey, officer, you're not gonna stop this? He just spit on me.
Wigger, don't you see that sign? It say blacks only, and you ain't that. We don't want you in our neighborhoods and our schools, and we damn sure don't want you around our women.
I damn near get the ick when y'all serving us our food.
I once had a wigger breathe on me. I had to check myself in the hospital.
I don't get it. Why do you people hate us so much?
You people! Hey, I don't even like the fact that we brought y'all white asses over here from the Caucasus Mountains. We should send them back, right?
Hell yeah.
Send him right now.
I can't stand them.
My brothers and sisters, is these wiggers disturbing your peace? Because I can beat them.
Matter of fact, officer, yes they are.
We didn't even touch you guys. We can just leave, like right now. We'll get out of here.
I heard one of these little white ones done whistled out my wife earlier. I'm thinking about getting the gang together to go beat the shit out of them later.
I heard they was trying to build some Wall Street. We gonna burn that bitch down today.
And don't think we not about to assassinate your little savior, Milton Lexington King. He's trying to bring us all together talking about some unity. We will never, ever in a million fucking years integrate with you white, cum-stained, milk monkey bitches.
He had a dream, damn it. And he had a dream that one day he had...
Ass up!
Ooh, that's assault.
I'm sorry.
The fuck about no salt? It's pepper, wigger.
Ah, brother, that's how you get a wigger up. Oh, shit! It's itching.
Assault! You got the right to just remain white. Hey, you under arrest, man.
What about equality?
What
What about equality? Come on.
Get your ass away from me, wigger. You're next.
Y'all really think this integration shit's smart? Y'all start coming around us, we gonna catch hella diseases. Athlete's foot, lice, the plague.
No washcloths disease. Next thing you know, we might get sunburnt.
And don't think we don't know y'all try to wipe out all the Native Americans.
Next thing you know, we're gonna put breadcrumbs on mac and cheese.
Yeah, you wigger, we gonna make sure you never see the day of light.
I simply asked for equality. Is that hard to ask?
It's nothing but blue blocks blues for you, buddy.
Yeah, you wigger. Watch your mouth.
You wigger as fuck. He running.
Oh shit, go.
He's really shooting his... Oh, damn, he's really shooting his pants down.
Come here.
Get up! Get up! Get that cracker! Amigos! Well, since Terrell Lincoln want to let you guys off of slavery, you just gotta lock your ass up anyways. Let's go.
People have been hating on them their whole lives for being white and being male. Toxic masculinity and white racism are the twin perils we face. That's passive aggression. That's hate posing as concern. If you tell white men that the biggest problems are toxic masculinity and white racism, what you're really saying is you're the biggest problem.
I promise you, I will forever and always have some content to report on. This is by far the dumbest shit I've seen so far. Probably not the dumbest, but one of the dumbest shit I've seen so far in 2025 going into 2026. Are we serious right now? Are we dead honest? Are we this is why I can't take America serious. This is exactly why I need to skedaddle to somewhere where people have some sense, some dang on brains. I really feel like our country, America, has really lost its marbles. Our country has definitely lost its marbles. So as you guys seen, the EEOC, right? The EEOC chair, Andrea Lucas, had to make a PSA announcement, right? Had to make a PSA announcement saying that, are you a white male who has experienced discrimination at the workplace based on your race or sex? You may have a claim to recover money under federal civil rights laws, which is already there for that reason. So why you need to make a PSA announcement? The EEOC is committed to identifying, attacking, and eliminating all race and sex discrimination, including against white male employees and applicants. Bro, what the hell? What in the tarnation is going on in this country, man? So this is what we're doing now? I just want to be clear. Is this what we're doing now? So white men are now the number one victim in America now? Are we being serious? I can't even hold a straight face and say that shit. White men are now the victims, the number one victims, the ones who are being discriminated against in America. Yeah. This is what y'all running with. This is what we doing. I can't take you ninjas serious. Listen, this is why people like Myron Gaines exist. This is why the white Mexican Nick Fuentes exists. This is why ninjas like Sneakio exist. This is why you got the Hodge twins, because you ninjas have lost y'all goddamn mind. Bro, I literally just came across a lawsuit that Google settled this past summer, a settlement for racially biased structure, right? Racially biased structure. They had to pay $50 million to black employees, and I think around 20 to 30 million to Hispanic employees, because they were being passed up on promotions and pay raises, and they were only promoting. You want to guess? You want to guess? Nah, you don't want to guess. You want to guess who it was? You want to guess? They're white employees, right? And we can find many lawsuits over the past 10 years, really over the past 5 years, just as recent as the 2020s, right? I've never seen. Now, I'm not saying that it don't happen, but please, who is literally going into work and saying, yeah, I'm not gonna hire those white guys today? Yep, Tyler, John, Brad, Chad. Yep, Ecclesiastics. Yep, I'm not gonna hire these guys today. Billy, I'm not gonna hire these guys today. Yeah, these goddamn gone, these pasty pales. Yeah, I'm not gonna hire them today. But please, when in the history of historydom have they ever been discriminated against? See, let me break this down for y'all, man. Right? White guys, if you're listening, listen. This is what happens when the competition becomes real competition, and you're just now experiencing what it feels like for something to be somewhat equal, because it's still not even all the way equal across the board, right? But you're just now seeing what it looks like for the playing field to be somewhat equal. And now that it is somewhat equal, now you ninjas are malfunctioning. Now you got Tucker Carlson up here talking about one of the biggest issues in America is white male hate. I must have went to sleep for about 10 years or something. I really must have missed the biggest news. I really must have overlooked this. I must have been in a coma or something, because the biggest issues in America are white male hate. Bro, y'all got to be kidding me. And it's so crazy because I've heard more black jokes, right, than white jokes in the workplace. I've heard more other jokes, right, about the Indians, about the Mexicans than ever about white people, right? If anything, white people get bold in the workplace, and they feel like they can say whatever, do whatever. I've seen some off the wall shit said by white people, especially in the workplace. This shit is ludicrous. So I'm guessing 2025 and beyond, this is what we're running with, right? So this is the issue right here, and this is what I've said right here, right? We're running with the weak male archetype. This is what's going on. The weak white male archetype wants to be a victim so bad, not because he's an actual victim, not because he's actually being discriminated against. No, it is simply because he does not want to compete and he never has had to compete. If you study history, since America's inception, you've had a financial leg up, you've had a housing leg up, you've had a career leg up, you've had a family structure leg up, you've had every leg up you can think of, right? And I'm not trying to draw any excuses for any other groups of people. I'm not trying to draw excuses for black people at all. However, at least there is historical context to actually back up this particular group's shortfalling. What is your excuse? You had a leg up 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Civil rights came, still had the leg up. 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, 2000, you still had the leg up. Yes, people start to make more money. Yes, people start to get more into the workplace and out earn you, but you still had the structural leg up. Listen, the fact of the matter is, and this is a hard, honest truth. If white men and white people were actually discriminated against to the extent that black people were discriminated against historically, y'all would have not making it. Y'all wouldn't have made it. Y'all wouldn't have made it. Y'all would have gave up. Y'all would have gave up through a hissy fit and just faded on to oblivion. In reality, if white people were discriminated against en masse, redlined en masse, torn from culture en masse, swept under the rug in society en masse, white people wouldn't have survived at all. Their DNA is not even made for it. It's not constructed for it. It ain't. This is no salt. This is no shade. But your DNA is not even made for it, right? Black people's DNA is just made for resistance. It's made for survival. That's just the fact of the matter. Y'all wouldn't have survived. But now y'all are trying to pull every little straw man that you can. Every little straw man that you can, right? The only reason President Trump is in office right now, and he is the epitome, the representation of this. He is the representation of the mediocre white male. I played a clip from what's his name? The real estate billionaire. I forgot his name. Dang, how I forget his name. But he literally said in the video, he said that if you're a white male in America and you're struggling, it's because of you. He said you can get into most rooms. He said you're least likely to be discriminated against, right? He said if you're a white male in America and you're struggling, it's because you don't want it.
If you're a white male in America, born in this country, and you ain't rich, you just don't want it. You must be turning it away. I don't care if you're a fireman, a policeman, a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, construction worker, roofer, HVAC. If you're not getting rich in America, it's because you don't want to get rich, because it's here, man. Got plenty of opportunities. You're white. You're allowed in any room. To the other races, you guys should also get rich, because there's proof and validation of too many people that come here that don't look like me that actually get rich.
And I agree. I'm tired of you sissified ass ninjas. I'm really tired of all of you men, to be honest with you, right? Because the window is wide open for everybody, To be honest with you, yeah, other groups of people may, you know, get a harder time. Just the fact of the matter. But this is exactly what separates the good from the great. So you have other groups that'll still go through a hard time just to get it, but it's not as nowhere near as hard as, you know, the previous generations had it at all. So I'm really tired of all of you sissified ass ninjas, right? But for white men to be talking about they're being discriminated against in the workplace. What workplace, ninja? What workplace are you being discriminated against? Do you work at the Mexican restaurant or something and it's just all Mexicans? You know you got to watch out for the Mexicans. They ass be racist, right? You work at an all Mexican restaurant or something, ninja, like, and they keep calling you gringo. Where do you work? Where do you work to as a white man that you're getting discriminated against? I'll wait. Crickets, ninja. Where are you working at where you're getting nowhere? So this is just fear mongering at its finest. That's all that this is. Fear mongering. The whole administration is fear mongering, right? They're trying to get the mediocre incel white male riled up because he is just a failure, right? Which the weak mediocre white male is the majority of you anyway. The weak white male epidemic, it's the majority of you. It's the majority of, that's why they got to get you riled up. They got to get you out and hot, right? Because best believe the top 20% ain't worried about a goddamn thing. They're not worried about they're not worried about no ninja taking their Cindy. They're blonde, blue-eyed Cindy. You worried about it. You worried about a ninja taking fat Methany. Ninja, ain't nobody worried about that. Y'all worried about the wrong things. Literally worried about the wrong things. And this is what happens when you've been given a leg up, you've been given privilege for hundreds of years, and now you're seeing that privilege not being stripped away because the laws represent you as well as everybody else. But now that you see that domination, right, the cheating essentially, right, your lineage has been cheating for so long, right, that it actually felt like you were actually doing meaningful work, that you were actually doing we was inventors and shit. Right? No, not you, ninja. It was literally only a few people. It was only the top percentage of white men who were actually pulling strings, not you. But then y'all would claim that it was the you-know-who's that did it. So who's who, ninja? Who's who? Y'all want to blame everybody. You want to blame the blacks. You want to blame the you-know-who's. You want to blame the Hispanics. Y'all want to blame everybody but yourselves for your shortcomings. So much so that you got the you got the dang on chair talking about we're going after companies who are discriminated against white men, and you just like, we've been discriminated against, we're not getting any jobs, and bro, shut up. Trump just brought in all these dang on immigrants, right? All these Chinese nationals to go to school, to Ivy League schools, so they can get into IT. But then they want to gaslight y'all talking about some white male discrimination. Get the fuck up out of here, man. And that's an after pill.
I built a life. I built a family. I worked my hands raw to get here. And I'm not done. This is the escape blueprint. PFP life. A way out of the grind and into control. You'll learn how I stack cash, build systems, and reclaim time so you can live on your own terms. You will watch me maneuver and grind towards the life that I achieve for myself, and you can also do the same. Join the circle, join the Patreon, learn the steps, and protect your freedom. The Escape Blueprint, PFP Life.